Ladies and gentlemen, it's opening night at Irwindale Speedway 2018, and we're racing into turn number one, the late models. What will we see in 2018? Only time will tell, but the beginning of the championship run has begun through the first lap. Sideways, some of these machines, as they hold on to it out of turn number 4. Cars going for the same real estate. Zach St. Onge just trying to find a way by as Haley Deegan rides on the outside line. In the number 56. Kind of in a high point racing sandwich right there. Now 3 high point racing cars into contact down the back straightaway. Almost sending the 56 around. And this is going to almost do it again. Charteau is closed in on Allen. They go around Schwinger, the number 9 machine, putting that car a lap down near lap 22. 8 laps to go. And it's going to be a duel to the finish in this one. He gets loose. They go around lap traffic. Charteau to the inside. Battle for the lead with 5 laps to go. It is Charteau on the inside, Allen on the outside. If they have any issue, it could get tight. It could get tight. It is getting tight down the back straightaway. McNeil in the 78, Ferdin in the 34, and the side-by-side battle for the lead's coming up on it. And Allen goes wide. Charteau goes low in front of him. McNeil looks like he lost a little bit of speed. The final quarters. Allen, Charteau to the checkered flag. It's going to be Lawless Allen taking the victory. And race 1 of the season. 30 laps, that's what we're racing to. Green flag is in the air. Who wins this one? Race number 2 of the season is on.
Heads up start going into turns number 1 and 2.
I think this is going to be fun.
It was exciting there for that first race.
Oh, Ferdin, trouble and into the wall. Collects one other car. The caution will come out here on lap number 0. It's not out yet, however. And we're going to wreck more cars almost on the front straightaway. Whew. All right, let's try it again. Lap 0, full restart, and green flag. Well, the first start was exciting. Christian McGee not up to pace. And that's going to hold up Lawless Allen, the winner of race number 1. Down the back straightaway we go. A lot of cars in a very close vicinity. McGee to the infield. Looks like that 71 machine may be done already.
You might be
wrong. Oh, Deegan sideways! Holds on to it there. What a save!
That was incredible. One of the fastest parts of the track.
Martinez. I don't know if he's chopping the lines or everyone just, maybe there's a magnet in his car, because we almost had another car, being Joe Anitas, a veteran racer out here, have contact with him as well. No, despite his close calls early on, shout out to Martinez in that number 26. He's now battling for 2nd in this one. Our leader's Blaine Perkins. It has been wild so far.
It has been, but Jeffrey, that's Martinez.
Like I said, wild.
That's what we've been seeing these past couple years. The competition of this division has been so high and so, grow, boy.
I don't even know where to look anymore.
The 35 and the 18 made contact.
Martinez tries for that 2nd spot. Still side by side there, making the move to the inside of Gardner, looking to clear, but not clear.
What you did not just see right now is Zach St. Onge almost walled into turn number 1. He was completely sideways.
How about Martinez moving up to 2nd? Joe Anitas follows through. Gardner down to the inside for 2nd. Bad start for Lawless Allen. He got held up behind the Christian McGee machine, which had some kind of mechanical issue on the restart. That required him to get going, but that 25 looks doubt so far in the early part of this 2018 season, Tommy. They've obviously got to be feeling good about maybe looking at a championship title hope. Only thing that is different between the 77 car compared to the rest of the top 10.
The brakes.
The brakes are glowing on that left front as we go 3 wide for the third spot. Lawless Allen making his run forward. But Joe Anitas seems to be using a lot of front brake in that car, more so than anyone else on track.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is going to get tight. Oh, yeah. Zach St. Onge thinking about it.
He is.
You know what Zach St. Onge is asking them right now? What makes a donut a donut?
It's the hole.
It's the hole. Perkins able to hold off Martinez.
Wait.
Martinez is trying. He throws it in there to the turn. Not going to get there in time. Perkins takes the win. Martinez second. Charteau, Allen, and here's that battle. Jones sideways and almost gets into Zach St. Onge.
We're still not done racing.
This is going to be a great year for the late models. Lucas McNeil, you see the 18 or the 10 of Hernandez and the 18 of Rayburn, who was involved in that first caution where Ferding caught the wall. We'll see how everything shapes up here. 2018 drivers going for the championship. You got to start off with a good race number 1, and into turn number 1, we're racing.
Side by side, Jeffrey. This is quite the invert.
You know, I like that Ryan Charteau apparently wants to win 2 championships this year.
Heck yeah.
Had a great opening race tonight in the late models. Just missed getting the victory. Oh boy, but turn 1's going to get really tight.
Squeezing it on in there, Chad Shug.
Shug got a little shove from a guy he may know, Darren Abaddon in the 33. In fact, those 2 drivers, a lot of people are pointing at as the favorites for the championship this year.
The gruesome twosome go against each other.
Charteau's getting to know the field, and the 47 gets turned and hit.
Jones in the number 98 gets a piece of that.
With Charteau right now working his way back forward. He's right now battling for 6 on the inside of Brucker in the number 2.
There they go into turn number 1.
Vanderlip also working his way forward. That 47 machine had his issue with Charteau. Spun it out, got hit. That car back up into the 8th position. And
train racing.
Lap 6 on the board. And the 29 and the 33 both know you can't give either one of those guys an inch. Hammond onto the inside of Shug. How long will that 33 stay in second? Like bumper cars for Shug and Amadon. Just like, oh, hey, you want to go to the track tonight? Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, no, it seems like these two, as much of that we kind of pretend like they're rivals, it's because we have to pretend, because these guys not only know each other very well, but they're good buds. I mean, they're friends, and they're always up front. They're always battling for the wins, and we have to do something and pretend like they don't like each other, and maybe they don't for 35 laps.
Right, and I think that is the case. These two, while they might enjoy racing each other, there's no give. There's some smoke, I think, coming out of the 17 machine. Off the pace, but not giving up. Well, we do have a good battle for the 4th spot right now. Charteau back up on the bumper of Lay in the 09. He's been peaking a couple times, especially here on exit of 4. But just into 1, it looks like Lay throws it a little bit further in than Charteau. But here's the door open. Can Charteau get there by turn 3? No. Not yet. Charteau might be worried that if he touches this bumper, he has to go to the back again.
Yeah.
Charteau still trying to get that position, but Tommy Amadon out of turn number 4. He's going to see the checkered flag first and take it, and almost contact into turn 3. Photo finish. Charteau beats Lay back to the line in the race for 4th. 2nd goes to Shug. 3rd goes to Austin Farr. 5th to Ricky Lay. And rounding out the cars on the lead lap, the number 6 machine of Tyler Hicks.
The Irwindale Race of Champions starts now. Watkinson on the outside front row did not get a great start. He's actually slipping back. Zach Green with the advantage out of turn number 2.
No. This race might not be for points, but the race director is going to take no BS in this. They're not in the room for. Who's your pick to win it?
I can't pick anybody that's outside of the second row.
I'm going to say Bill Sedgwick.
All right, that's a good pick.
I just forget which car he's in.
The Bill Sedgwick machine is the number 50. Inside the number 43 of Kenny Smith and John Watkinson. Right now he's settled in the 4th spot, if you call that settled in, Jeffrey. And funny enough, your pick is Bill Sedgwick. That was actually going to be one of my picks. But if we're putting money down in Vegas, it'd have to be Joe-Nidas or Partridge, because I think they're the most dominant in history here at Irwindale Speedway in this race. To the inside goes the number 5. Nope, that's the number 68. Very much a lookalike. That is Flying Ryan Partridge into the lead, lap number 2.
Following him, the number 97 of Joe-Nidas.
Yeah, Nick Joe-Nidas. See these battles play out.
Woo! Sideways is Joe-Nidas.
Different divisions here as Kenny Smith going for the 3rd spot to the inside of Zach Green. Kenny Smith makes a move up the inside.
Continue. I stopped recording.
So the caution's out.
Yeah.
Lap 15, Jeffrey, and you know, you and I look around.
Is this a 30-lap race?
And we're like, there's nothing on the track or any car that spun out again. I looked at race monitor, we got 15 laps to go.
So what you're telling me is there was debris.
Yeah.
What happened?
All right, Jeffrey, you can see the lineup was not how we went to caution with. A 5-car invert. At the halfway marker, we go yellow and go back to green with a new rearranged lineup. We go back to green. And it'll be Sedgwick and Zach Green going into turn number 1.
Kenny Smith wants to win this race, man.
Yeah, Cowboy, he's done it before in the trucks. Look at the move that Joe-Nidas, he tried for a hole that closed up quickly. As your top 2 going into this caution now have work to do.
Oh, yeah.
And a nice slide job for Partridge, but he does not seal the deal.
I'm telling you, Kenny Smith is going to win this race.
Don't look behind you right now, Cowboy.
And it's all starting to set up here.
Jeffrey, do you think Partridge gains brownie points by letting Sedgwick win this race?
He might get a little bit better of a setup than Thorne.
That's what I'm thinking. But it's all for naught because Partridge to the inside and makes a move.
Sedgwick should just go in there and dump him.
I think that's what's about to happen right now.
Just come on up and just...
Looks like he's turning right up. No, I'm kidding. Into the lead, out of turn number 4, and checkered flag. Your champion of the Irwindale Race of Champions event goes to that number 68 driver of Ryan Partridge. Joe-Nidas second, 3rd spot will be held onto by Bill Sedgwick. 4th will go to Cowboy Kenny Smith, and rounding out your top 5, Superstock champion here at Irwindale Speedway, Zach Green.
And Matsu. Something
definitely off on that 5 of Trevor Huddleston being that his teammate, lookalike car, got the win. You see a black helicopter anywhere?
It's like Trevor climbs out of the 68.
Yeah. Well, so we're playing the black helicopter game because a lot of people are convinced that Trevor was told he can't win this race. In fact, I think a lot of people are convinced that that's why he's not racing here this season.
Well,
and based off of that result, I don't think he should race here. 2017 champion of this division, Dennis Arena. To the outside, the 73 of Philip Locke. Rounding out the field, LJ Billings in the 3 of Nico Montanel. In the 44, we go green. This will be a 35 lapper. And as Connor Cantrell into the lead, number 2.
Interesting to see Ryan Partridge.
Yeah, we are graced with his presence for all year, unless there's a conflicting K&N race. You have, I think, where they're going with this.
Tommy?
Yeah, we're racing.
We're racing.
I'll finish it up. Never mind, I won't. Partridge is interrupting.
Go ahead, Partridge. Being rude.
Go ahead and make the pass so I can finish. Come on.
I don't know, man.
This is great racing here.
It is.
Oh! And there's spin number 2 of the night. Look out, Billings. Don't hit your teammate. So now everybody sounds like a street stock.
Good. That's how it should be.
Cantrell.
Oh, McNeil was sideways.
Yeah, I saw that. Cantrell up front still working that inside groove.
I should clarify it was Jacob McNeil in the 97. We just saw him spin out.
Make it 5 to go at the line. McNeil. That'll be Lucas McNeil looking sideways. Don't be doing that. Almost threw it away.
These trucks are saving these things.
Welcome to the new tires.
Yeah.
Oh, McNeil. That is Jacob hitting the wall down the back straightaway. We might see a yellow. We might see a yellow. He stopped on the apron, Jeffrey. Is that one of those danger zones? Because we don't have anybody really battling.
They're not going to throw the yellow.
He's enough out of the way, but a DNF for that 97. Ryan Partridge, checkered flag in the opening night for the Irwindale Racetracks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Super Stocks. Green flag. Third mile now, Tommy. We're racing here.
Oh, yeah.
And we got Rich Long in the third in the 84, the 40 machine, Jerry Toporek, and Matthew Sampson in the 94. Caution.
Yellow. So we've got
we got some growth.
We've got some, yes.
Green flag. Let's go 3 wide into turn 1.
We got Did we mention this was Super Stocks? Here we go, though. Look at that move out of turn number 2. DeLong's got a car for the race here tonight.
Sampson's going for it, though.
I think Sampson might have misjudged a little bit.
No, he's on opening. You got to take it.
Yep.
And he did. That's it. Right now, Sampson! Nice save.
This division is starting to grow, hopefully, as DeLong out of turn number 4, checkered flag.
Toporek was closing there.
He sure was.
But Sampson won my heart in this race. Sampson. The reason I say it like that is because there's a monster truck named Sampson.
And we've seen Larry Sampson driving this car before, but we get the pleasure to see Matt Sampson behind the number 94. The debut on a Saturday night debut for the Irwindale Speedway Junior Late Models. We go green.
Literally the future of racing right here. Say that because they're youngsters.
Absolutely. This is a somewhat of a full invert, kind of. If you're Kyle Keller, it was.
It does not look like a full invert.
No, he started on the front row because Olivia Mankey did not. And then Austin Edwards did start on the front row. He's in the second spot, the number 18. Taking a look to the inside.
Oh!
And makes a move. He was last night's winner. Yes, you heard me correctly. I'll get into that in a second. Rounding out the field, R.J. Smotherman. And the number 24, that name is very familiar if you have ever seen our coverage from the bull ring. We had 4 at start. We have 3 running. Olivia Mankey spun out and hit a puddle to bring out the finish of the race last night, but battle for the lead. Kyle Keller.
I'm impressed. And what I love is these young drivers, Tommy, they learn so much in these situations. You know, how hard can I push that car in front of me?
Lap number 8 and to the checkers. Your winner here, Kyle Keller. The number 12, Edwards, doing himself a drift show. That's coming up in October, if you didn't know that. And rounding out your top 3 will be Olivia Mankey, who we've seen her grow up in the Bandoleros, racing out at Orange Show. And unfortunately, a DNF for the 24 of R.J. Smotherman.